Good morning, everyone. We have the honor and the privilege to host today General Liron Donnell. She is the Chief of Staff of the Homefront Command, serving in the IDF for 31 years at the field most of the time. As a commander, I had the privilege to serve with her together at the officer training school, and have great respect for her service and leadership. And we spoke last time about COGOT and elaborate a bit about their service, and we'll hear today about Homefront Command when the war in Gaza continue, and the 3 division right now are maneuver around the north part of Gaza Strip, surrounding Gaza City and the town surrounding it. Well, speaking about that, we're still dealing with rocket, with challenge of maneuvering in hills of conquers and search and rescue, is a significant part of the maneuver. So, good morning, Liron. If you can elaborate about the Homefront Command, tell us about this organization, just so we know, because at the US there is no such a thing. We have FEMA, we have Homeland Security, but we don't have Homefront Command. So if you can elaborate about Homefront Command a bit, and then we'll speak about your significant role during the war.
Okay, in general, the Homefront, nice to meet everybody. Hello, it's a pleasure to be here. The Homefront Command in general is responsible of civil support. He had responsible by law to help the civilians in emergency time, especially when there is a rocket attack toward Israel. He have had the service of civil support. He also a regional command and head of the civil defense. And we have operational concept at the Homefront Command that we're responsible of life-saving. There we have a lot of things. We are responsible of the alarm system and the search and rescue, and also give a guidance, and not only a guidance, but also to prepare the civilians to emergency time. And we have another responsible about the civil support. There we are trying to help with national mission in a national level, like we saw on October 7, that we help evacuate people from their homes, attacked homes, and also help with a lot of, I can say, very delicate mission, like locating the victims or digging graves, and help at the Shura facilities with the identified process in the bodies. And others, we opened supporting phone call for the people, for the family of the missing people and the hostages families. And we also took a mission that was not the Homefront Command responsibility, but we helped the police to notify the civilians about their death of their beloved one. So we did a lot of mission that was needed in the crisis that we deal in October 7. And also we have IDF support, like protecting towns that we did, or guarding Gaza envelope and Judea and Samaria, that we have division. Yes, we have combat USAR, search and rescue division, that work also in Israel, but in Gaza, and help located a soldier that trapped under collapsed buildings and situation like that. So this is all our mission. And we are focusing about the civilians. This is our main goal, to save life and to help them.
Yeah, and by the way, we know that you send mission all over the world, including here to the US, to seaside in Miami, and to Turkey and to other places around the world. So you are letting others enjoy your professionality and ability to save life, not only in Israel, but is regardless the fact that you have a combat division that deal with search and rescue, help and participated the maneuver with the division that got into Gaza. You also have headquarters in every mayor, isn't it so? That
Yes,
coordinate thing with the civilians.
Yes, we have 5 districts from the south and the north that responsible of the cities and kibbutz in Israel, and they help each area on their the local authorities and the ministries in Israel to help the civilians in each area.
And if I speak about active duty and reservists, what is the balance within the organization?
Okay, so the Homefront Command is based on reserves. 10% is active duties and 19% are reserves.
So you have reservists that serve over 400 and 500 days, isn't it so?
Yes, a lot of days, and they're amazing, still living their business, homes, families, and come over and over again every time we call them.
By the way, there was discussion here, the US, about the motivation and the resilience of the reservists after 500-600 days of serving. You have officer that I heard yesterday that served over 700 days.
Wow.
Which is, I mean, since the beginning of the war, it didn't have a one free day. Is the ability to keep calling them and keep asking them to serve are still there, or there is challenges and motivation problem?
No, they're still there. There's some personal issue for few of the people, and we are trying to help. But in general, they feel like they need to protect their homes, their family, so they're still coming. They know the importance of the mission and the condition that Israel deal with in these days.
That's amazing. Really amazing. Speaking about resiliency.
Yeah.
Speaking about right now, the operation in Gaza started. What is the main three missions, three priority of the Homefront Command right now?
So we help to rescue soldiers in Gaza. We also with our combat units, and we also responsible and doing it. Of course, make a guidance and structure to the population how to behave in a matter of some threat. You can see just yesterday the accident incident that was in Eilat with the drones and the injured people. So we are providing them help and instruction how to activate when there is some threat like that. And the main thing that we do, we are preparing to the next threats from Iran and others.
Speaking about the Iranian, what kind of role the Homefront Command played during the 12-day war when it comes to the hits of the Iranian ballistic missiles in the main towns of Israel?
When the government took the decision and the general shared a few commanders that we are planning this operation, our main goal stay save life and reduce the civilian casualties. So we trying to think what the meaning of these threats. this threat was new from what we knew from Hezbollah or Hamas, because they have a long range and heavy missiles. They have a longer time flight. This time is really important and critical time for saving life. So we have to, we took this and re-examined all our operational doctrine and concept. And we understand that we need to do some changing to prepare to this challenge and threats toward Israel. And like you know, this is really the most biggest threats that Israel have had, I think, since, I don't know,
48.
yeah, absolutely, 48. So we re-examined all our components, the early warning, the information, the protection, and we understand that the most protected concept have to be changed. Still, the safe room is the safer place to be. But we used to teach the population to protect themselves in the most available protected way they have, because they have a few seconds when the missile rocket launched toward Israel. So we used to tell them to lie on the ground and put their hands on their heads. So now we said to them that they need to go to the best and the most protective place that they have nearby. So it like the safe room or a public or private shelters. And still, we know that we knew, and still today, there is 30% of the population that doesn't have a protected space room nearby. So we have to expand the available protection option for the population. So we took a lot of parking lots in the urban cities, and we sent our engineers, and they approved them and make them as the mass shelters that use in emergency times like this. And also we instruct the local authority to open the educational institutes for those who have space protect the area, to give the general public to go in there. And of course, we renovate a lot of hundreds of shelters, so they have the most protected way and not the available protected action, and just to go to the best protected place they can go, because this is another threat. It's not enough to lie on the ground or to go to some stairs. And I think they are really listen to us. But we understand that it's not enough. In the Homefront Command, we develop an accurate alarm system that only if you have some threat on you, the alarm system will work. But we understand that in this scale of threats, we need to activate a widespread of the alarm, the sirens in Israel. So millions of Israeli ran to the shelters during Iran attacks. But we, as I mentioned before, we knew that we have more time, from 10, sometimes 30 minutes until the missiles strike in the buildings. So we took this time and we developed a multi-stage warning that we give them a notification We use a technology that we learned from US. It's called set broadcast, and it brought to the all the 10 millions of civilians in Israel phones. We send them a message and direct instruction how to act, and we give them the direction to go and stay near a standard protected area. And of course, 1 minute and a half before the strike, all the sirens were on. But not only this, before of the Iranian, we are guide them to, after 10 minutes, they can go to their routine. Here not. We send them a specific message when we notify them that they can go out when the danger has passed. So we change our concept, and I'm sure you know, but we took, I think, really brave decision to wake up the entire nation in the middle of the night with the sirens and the message in every platform that we could to save life, just as simple as that, because we need to wake them up. The Israeli are in ongoing war almost 2 years, and they used to have one threat, and now it's a new one. They need to act differently. They need to prepare themselves. We don't know. We didn't knew then how was the first reaction of Iran. So we need to prepare them to the wars. And I think we saw the resilience. We saw that they really listened to our instruction, and it's saving lives.
Speaking about resilience and braveness, while this millions of civilians ran to shelter, your soldier, your battalion ran outside at the streets to look for search and rescue missions to find if there is any need. So if you can elaborate a bit about that, and if you can share a story that you remember from the time of the war, that could be very helpful to understand what's happened to your battalion during the time that people were in shelter.
Yes, I have to say that in a few minutes, the reservists, as I said before, our battalion, we have 4 battalions that are active duty, and the rest, we have more than 50 battalions, search and rescue battalions. They all spread all over Israel in all the cities. They respond to every missile strike in the area that they've been, and of course, very quickly work and to locate it, the people there. And I was in a lot of seeing the destruction. It was very big, and it's really hard to understand. In the building that got hit in Bat Yam, as an example, is one building, but around him 70 buildings got hit from this one missile, and we need to evacuate a lot of people. This was the most hard event. 8 people got killed there, more than 300 got injured, and really a lot of people were displaced from their homes. And 20 of the buildings, more than 20 of the buildings, need to rebuild again. And it took us 5 days to locate all the missing person. And our battalions didn't stop, didn't agree to take no break until they located the last women that was there under the rubbles. So
A body of women after 5 days?
yes. It was really hard to locate everybody. It took us a long time. In Rehovot city, they rescue a Holocaust survivor. And he, unfortunately, he died a few weeks after in the hospital. But when he got out of there, he told them that, thank you. And they sound and treat him like an angel. And when he heard them, he know that he have a reason to live, and he's not alone. And I think this is something that really have a lot of meaning when you said never again. So Israeli, and we are still there to defend ourselves and rescue everybody, and of course the founding generation that was there.
Amazing. We both know that the FIDF is adopting your battalions and your active duty brigade. And we're trying to do our best to support your reservists and your soldier right now with a new project. And we are thank you for everything you do, for the life you're saving, for the way you are instructing and saving the life of millions of people in Israel. People are not aware that it's a long process of educating, of training at the schools, at the communities, with the staff of each mayors and each local leadership. It's an ongoing operation that run for years to be prepared to accept and to welcome such an attack from Iran and from Hezbollah and Hamas as well before Iran. Everybody speaks today about maybe we'll have a new wave of friction, or the war with the Iranian will continue. Is the Homefront Command prepare for it? Is there a specific preparation for another attack from Iran?
Of course, from the day that these 12 days ended, we started to learn and lessons from this operation and thinking what could be the next attack and what the challenges, the new one and the similar one, and what we need to do better and how we need to prepare. And this is one of the main goals and mission that we're dealing right now. But I have to say thank you for all your support. It's really important to us, and we don't have any other option but to keep going and to do this because we have this is our country, this is our family, and we need to protect them as much as we can.
Yeah. We want to thank you and salute you for the thousands of soldiers, reserves that serve for hundreds of days all over the state of Israel, and for your active duty soldiers that do security routine Judea and Samaria and Gaza Strip and become part of the maneuver since the beginning of the war. So we want to thank you and wish for the hostages to be back home as soon as possible, and for all your soldiers to come back home safely. Amen for that. And maybe the new year that will come with a different horizon, different vision for the Jewish people that try to live peacefully in Israel. Want to thank you, General Donnell. And if you have any other thing to say, that's the time. And if not,
again, thank you. And we all wish that it will be better, and we look for the hostages will come home soon.
Always when you interview a general, you get like a text all the interview. Please do it short. Please do it short. You have to go. So we're letting you continue with your amazing job. Good luck. Thank you for your service and everything. Thank you.
Thank you.